who was a rolling 40s crip named Cap. Now Beastie would let Cap know.
All these niggas look crazy. I don't know if Gang going to get the most craziest pictures he can find of these boys, but look at these boys. Look at them, cuz. Every last one on. Like, even right there, Gang posing probably with his sisters and his mama and them, and he look crazy as hell. Like, look, check this out, bro.
On August 6, 2012,
check this out.
Beastie eloped from the rolling 30s, and
he look crazy. Like he in jail looking like he belong there. Yo, Toad. Welcome back to the second reaction channel, man. Y'all already know.
Another one.
We back, bro. We back for sure. So, we back in Cali, man. Yeah, man. Back on Boys in the Hood TV, man. We gotta talk about this rolling 30s crip, man, who, you know what I'm saying, smoked the rolling 40s crip. Now, I don't know gang banging in LA like that, but rolling 30s and rolling 40s, bro, it seems like they might be right there together. You know what I'm saying? I honestly don't know. Hey, I got somebody in the comments tell me my posture was messed up. My posture. What kind of dude look at dudes like that, bro? Gang. If you looking at the way I'm sitting and you think you can correct it, bro, I just got one message for you.
Stop it. Get some help.
For sure. Anyway, man, let's tap into this, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, hey, sub up. Let's rock and roll, bro.
Welcome to Boys in the Hood TV. Today we're going to be discussing the life of a rolling 30s crip named Beastie Loke, who will go down for a murder in 2012.
Beastie Loke.
On August 6, 2012, Beastie Loke from the rolling 30s and his homie named Bosco will get a ride from his cousin, who was a rolling 40s crip named Cap. Now Beastie will let Cap know.
All these niggas look crazy. I don't know if Gang going to get the most craziest pictures he can find of these boys, but look at these boys. Look at them, cuz. Every last one on. Like, even right there, Gang posing probably with his sisters and his mama and them, and he look crazy as hell. Like, look, check this out, bro.
On August 6, 2012,
check this out.
Beastie Loke from the rolling 30s, and
he look crazy. Like he in jail looking like he belong there. And I know he in jail because that's jail attire. Come on, let's just keep it a beat.
His homie named Bosco will get a ride from his cousin, who was a rolling 40s crip.
Yeah, he done killed somebody. I don't know him. I don't even know him. He done killed somebody. I'm telling you.
Named Cap. Now Beastie will let Cap know that one of their homies had just been robbed by members of the Fudgetown Crips a few weeks ago, and he was looking for some get back. So Cap would drive the car over to Woodridge Apartments in San Bernardino, along with Beastie Loke and his homie Bosco, to look for the Fudgetown Crips who robbed their homie. Now while driving through, Beastie Loke would spot a white Caprice, which he believed belonged to one of the members of the Fudgetown Crips. So immediately, Cap would follow that white Caprice all the way to McDonald's. Once the Fudgetown Crips left McDonald's, they headed to a nearby gas station and would get out and start pumping the gas. So Cap, Beastie Loke, they would pull the car over nearby the gas station and get out the vehicle. Once the Fudgetown Crips finished pumping the gas and got back in the car, they would then start driving out of the gas station. And that's when Beastie Loke and Bosco would hop out and start blasting.
Smoke them.
They would let off multiple shots, hitting the Fudgetown.
Turn his TV off. Damn. I ain't celebrating it, bro. That's just what can't. Alright, let's get back to it.
Crips Caprice car, which would cause the Fudgetown Crips to crash. Beastie Loke and Bosco would then hop back into the car with Cap, who would then drive by the crashed Caprice. And as they drove by, Beastie Loke would hang out the window and start shooting once again.
What?
And that's when Cap, who was driving the car, would yell out, "This neighborhood." Now by the time the police arrived, they would find only one Fudgetown Crip, who was a driver behind the wheel of the car with a bullet wound to the head. Ultimately, the driver would survive his injuries. Only weeks later, on August 23rd, Cap from the Rolling 40s, along with another affiliate.
Do your homework on you trying to unalive the ops. And they make it. That got to be one of the most scariest feelings in the world. Think about that. Think about that, gang. Not only is it scary because you don't know if they gonna tell on you, you don't know if they saw you, you don't know what's gonna happen, But also now you know that they know somebody from neighborhood, no matter what neighborhood, you know whoever tried to unalive you was rolling. The neighborhood.
Named Lloyd Coleman were at the Mountain View Apartments, where Beastie Loc also stayed at in San Bernardino. Now both Cap and Coleman had been drinking the entire day, and Coleman was hella drunk at the time. Eventually, Caps would get on the phone with his girlfriend named Amelia White, and he would tell her to come over and make sure that she bring her daughter, who at the time was dating Beastie Loc. Nearly 20 minutes would go by, and Amelia White would...
Hold on, gang. Hold on. Time out. Hold on, bro. Say that again.
And Coleman was hella drunk at the time. Eventually, Caps would get on the phone with his girlfriend named Amelia White, and he would tell her to come over and make sure that she bring her daughter, who at the time was dating Beastie Loc.
Okay, now, either him and Beastie Loc were, like, not close in age, or that girl and her mama was, like, real close in age. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand how somebody, your dude hit you up like, hey, come through, man, I'm feeling straight, hey, and bring your daughter so my homie can crack her. Because that what it seemed like they going with it. It seemed like he like, bring your daughter so my homie can crack her, right? And that's how y'all doing in LA? So the mama's bringing the daughter to get cracked too? Oh, the hell? That's crazy.
Nearly 20 minutes would go by, and Amelia White would pull up with her daughter, and both Cap and Coleman would get into the car, and then they would drive to the 99-cent store to grab a couple items. Now, sometime later, they would return back to the Mountain View Apartments, and both Cap and Coleman, along with White's daughter, would get out of the car, while White went and drove and parked the car. Now, Beastie Loc was waiting outside, along with his sister named Rhonda. Now, White's daughter would have a conversation with Beastie Loc for a little bit, and then Beastie Loc would head back inside his apartment. Now, while Beastie Loc was inside his apartment, an argument would break out. Beastie Loc's sister, Rhonda, and Lloyd Coleman would get into an argument, and Coleman would call Rhonda a bitch. And that's when she would respond and tell Coleman that he was a nobody, and he wasn't even from the neighborhood. From here, the argument would only get worse, because now Beastie Loc's girlfriend would jump in the conversation also. And that's what Coleman would call her a bitch while taking off his shirt and getting straight in her face and arguing with her. But once he did this, that's when A would punch Coleman in his face. And out of nowhere, Cap from the Rolling 40s would come running up and start punching on Coleman and hitting him so hard that he would stumble backwards and fall onto the ground. Then another man named Madball, who's from the Rolling 40s, would run up also and start stomping on Coleman as he laid on the ground. And at this point, Coleman is being packed out by the members of the 40s. As Coleman is still laying on the ground, breathing heavy, Beastie Loc will come outside the apartment with a strap in his hand. And he would walk straight up to Coleman and place the gun to his neck and open fire. The bullet would go through Coleman's neck and exit out through his back. And immediately, everybody would break out and start running. Now, a short time later, neighbors who heard the gunfire would call 911, who would arrive on scene to find Coleman bleeding from his nose and mouth, laying on the ground. But unfortunately, by the time EMTs arrive, Coleman will be pronounced dead at the scene. Now,
this is crazy as hell.
The next day, Cap and Beastie Loc would stay over at Cap's girlfriend's house, Amelia White. Now, while there, Beastie Loc would clean his gun that he had used to kill Coleman. Cap would then tell Amelia to drive Beastie Loc to the border of Victorville at the Arco gas station. Now, as the police continued to investigate the shooting at the Mountain View Apartments, 5 days later, they would get a phone call, and Cap from Rolling 40's girlfriend, named Amelia White, would come in for questioning with the police about the shooting. Now, initially, she was afraid to say exactly what happened, but ultimately, she would tell the exact truth on what took place. She would tell police officers that she was afraid of her boyfriend Cap and his homie Beastie Loc. She would tell detectives that Cap was a shot caller at the Mountain View Apartments where the shooting took place at. Now, after this conversation, only less than a week later, police would have a warrant out for the arrest of Beastie Loc. Once they arrived, they would surround the apartment complex and command that Beastie Loc come outside. Now, once he was placed in handcuffs, the police would begin to search his apartment, and they would recover a Glock 17, which was the murder weapon used to kill Lloyd Coleman. Now, during questioning, Beastie Loc would deny knowing anything about the shooting. He would state that he had no idea that Coleman was dead, and that he thought Coleman was only in the hospital at the time. Now, when the police asked him where he was at the night of the shooting, he would claim that he was with his girlfriend, Starnisha, the entire day.
Starnisha? Oh! Gang had to read that wrong. Ain't nobody named their child no damn Starnisha.
Now, as time went on, while Beastie Loc was still awaiting for trial, he would make a phone call to the woman he claimed to be his girlfriend, named Starnisha, who he would try to convince to be his alibi. He would tell her over the phone that she needed to say that he was with her the entire day, but she would tell him no. But in February 2014...
Do your homework on this shit, ain't got nothing to do with me. Oh! That's crazy.
Beastie Loc would try once again, but this time he would use a kite to send to another inmate named Claudie Jones. Now, Beastie Loc would tell Jones in the note he basically wanted Jones to insert himself at the scene of the shooting and make sure the police knew that Beastie Loc was nowhere near the scene. Now, on December 13, 2014, at his preliminary hearing, his cousin Kat from Rolling 40s would be overheard saying, "I did it." Now, Beastie Loc's defense attorney would try to use this statement as an admission of guilt by Kat from the Rolling 40s, and they wanted to use it as evidence in Beastie Loc's trial. But this motion would be denied because the prosecution would claim that Kat from Rolling 40s was referring to his case involving the shooting with the Fudgetown Crips that took place weeks prior to the murder of Lloyd Coleman. Now, during Beastie Loc's trial, multiple witnesses would come forward. Now, Cap's girlfriend, Amelia White, would testify for the prosecution, and she would tell the jury that Cap was an abusive boyfriend, and she would go on to also ID Beastie Loc as the man who shot and killed Lloyd.
Another one.
But her daughter, A, who was dating Beastie Loc, would deny ever seeing Beastie Loc being in possession with any type of firearm, not only that night, but any time prior to that night. Now, she would also claim that she had no idea who fired the shot. Also, Beastie Loc's cousin, named Jones, would testify that she did not see Beastie Loc at the scene of the shooting at all, nor during the fight of the time of the shooting. Now, even with multiple witnesses testifying on Beastie Loc's behalf, by the end of the trial, Tyger Carr, aka Beastie Loc from the Rolling 30s, will be found guilty of first-degree murder.
The gun, they had the murder weapon, bro.
Actively participating in a street gang, a fella being in possession with a firearm, and he would be sentenced to 75 years to life in prison. Now, it's
a long time, boy. Bro, even if you a baby, right? Even if you a baby and you get 75 years in prison, you ain't gonna get out until you like 75. Oh! bro got a long time to think about what he did.
Cousin Christopher Sly, also known as Cap from the Rolling 40s.
Hold up, what it say though? It say sent Carr to turned 10 years in state prison. I don't know what the hell that means.
Now, his cousin, Christopher Sly, also known as Cap from the Rolling 40s, he will be found guilty of the attempted murder of the Fudgetown Crips, and he will be sentenced to 15 years in state penitentiary.
Dang.
I would like to thank everybody for tapping in, and I'll see y'all next time.
Boy, gang was a menace, boy. Yo, gang, yo. Hey, that's how it be though, man, when you in the street like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially back in the day, like now, I think it's the same, but like you back can make it out of the streets if you like just don't really like take somebody's loved one. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Street life crazy here. Cause I was finna say, you know, back in the day they say, you know what I'm saying, you live by the gun, you die by it. Only two ways out the street: graveyard or the jail. But honestly, I think it's like that now too. Bro, for real. I don't know, bro. But dang, boy, Beastie Loc was one of them ones, boy. Walked up and smoked one of the homies, bro. Which, like, you know what I'm saying? You just can't call nobody sister the B word and then take your shirt off and call his old lady the B word and then try to fight her, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he was getting packed out, man. Like, I don't know why bro just enjoying the pack out, bro. Like, that let you know bro was a crash shot. You know what I'm saying? Bro was a crash shot, and being a crash shot got his ass 75 years. Oh! Whew! It's a long time, man, for sure. But hey, Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one though in the comment section down below, man. Don't forget to like, hype. Don't forget to sub up. After you sub up, make sure you ring that bell. After y'all ring the bell, make sure you hit all so you don't miss none of these bangers. You dig? Mob life or no life, mob well no way, man. Now we coming. OTM gonna get it out that mud every single day. Until the next one, man, y'all be safe. Y'all be easy, man. I'm gonna catch up with y'all in a minute. Let's get it. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap too. I say my trap doing numbers, I just bust another jewel. Got a player around the corner, hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer. Got a quarter pound on me, hey. The trap.